Alright, hey guys, I just want to update you on what I'm doing now. Right now I am in Cartagena, Colombia. It's the north part of Colombia. But as you see from the video title, this video is not about Cartagena. That video will be coming next week after I have all this footage put together. But right now I want to talk to you about El Poblado, which was my second week in Colombia. Colombia is a beautiful place. El Poblado is the first spot that really started showing me that. When I was in the first place, from the first video that you see, it was a little bit more what I talked about, just a little more rundown. So I did get to see a lot of the culture, but I didn't really get to experience a lot of different aspects of Colombia. It was all just basically the same aspect, except for when I did my, going out to Guatapé and some other places that, I took day trips to. But I did go to El Poblado the second week, and this video is gonna basically go into what I did in that second week. I met a lot of really cool people. I stayed in an Airbnb, which I was mentioning from the last video. I'll show you some of that in this video. But in that Airbnb, it was basically like an apartment that was split up into 5 rooms. So each person had their own room, and you could congregate and meet each other, which I ended up doing. I met 2 girls from California who they had a sister with them staying in another hostel, so she had a group of people with her, a guy from Germany and friends from theirs from the States, another girl that they met from Brazil who was actually into cryptocurrency, so that was interesting. But we all went out salsa dancing one night, not actually salsa dancing, but salsa lessons, so I'll show you a little bit of that in there. It's definitely me not knowing what I'm doing, but along with all of them, they didn't know what they were doing either. But it was definitely fun. It was an interesting little time to actually get out and dance a little and feel the music and understand like the steps of salsa and like the first basically steps of learning how to dance salsa. I didn't really come out learning much, but it definitely was a fun experience nonetheless. The second thing I did there was go on a tour. Me, the girls from California, and this British guy that I met and ended up going paragliding with, which I'll go over in a minute. We all went on the tour together, which we thought was just going to be a Comuna 13 tour. I necessarily really didn't want to support the Pablo Escobar thing, but that ended up being part of the tour. So for the first part of the tour, we actually visited Pablo Escobar's grave. We saw the space where he used to live in the city before they blew the building down. The tour guide goes and explains to us about how when the building got blown up, which was like 3 months ago, so sometime probably around March of 2019, that the whole city congregated together and celebrated when it collapsed, because it was like his main central spot collapsing for the first time. And now they're going to build memorials there and some other stuff. But then we went on to the place where actually Pablo Escobar was killed. If you've seen the show Narcos, you see him running around the tops of the roofs, and we basically saw the roof that he ended up getting killed on, or killing himself. That's still speculated right now. After that, we went and continued to go to the Comuna 13. Comuna 13. It's basically an area that was the most dangerous spot in the world about 15-20 years ago, even up until about 10 years ago, until the government came in and pretty much made it more tourist friendly, and there's a lot more tourist police now, and they're trying to break up a lot of the gang activity that's going on there, even though there still are 40 active gangs in the area. But we did go with a tour group, so it was pretty safe, and I did get some really good footage of that. I'll show you that in the video as well. A lot of graffiti, a lot of just beautiful shots from over Comuna 13 as well. We rode the escalators that are there. It's pretty interesting to see these modern built escalators in the middle of a slum area. They said it's the first and only place in the world that's a slum area that has modern escalators right in the middle of it. They also have the modern cable car system going there as well, so people can get up and down the mountain and actually work in the city of Medellin and not have to work and be constricted to just being in Comuna 13. The tram system and everything there is just wonderful. Other than that, we ended up going paragliding. Me and the guy from Wales, UK. Really nice older guy that I met. We had a lot of great conversation, going out to dinner together, and one of the things that we ended up doing together was going paragliding. We paraglided in the northwest or northwest area of San Felix. It was the mountains. So we had a wonderful time paragliding there. I know a lot of you may be watching this and being like, oh my gosh, that's crazy, I would have never been able to do that. But paragliding is, I mean, I'm scared of heights, and paragliding is one of those things that were just relaxing. Like anybody who's gone skydiving will tell you that the parachute after the skydive is just relaxing and, you know, chill. So that's basically what it was without the whole free fall drop. You did have to run off this mountain and then kind of jump, but it happened so quickly that you were automatically like floating. So you'll see some of that footage right here as well. And I'm really happy for you to be watching, and I did get a lot of good responses from my first edited video that I did on my first week in Medellin. So I hope that continues. That only continues though if you press the like button. All it takes is pressing the like button right now. Just press the like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't shared the video, share the video to maybe somebody that you know may want to watch it, or just on your social media pages. And also commenting below. I have been actually getting a lot of comments on the first video, which is cool. But the more comments, the more that algorithm just puts my video to the top. So help me out and you'll get better videos, and I'll be motivated to do more videos. So for right now, let's go on to what I just talked about, and I'll show you some of that interesting stuff. All right, so here I can show you the place I'm staying in right now compared to the last place. You walk in, it's the front door here. You got a door to the left here, that's somebody's room. This right here is our whole little family room area. You have the TV. Outside over here is a nice little just chill spot, basically to dry your clothes. Kind of looks out over into pretty nice looking nature and trees, and you know, we're about 2 stories up here. You see the other apartment buildings in the background. Really good internet actually. You walk down here and there's different rooms on the sides here. There's 3 rooms here and a bathroom. The bathroom that they have is actually a lot nicer than my bathroom because it's the community bathroom, but it's a really nice big bathroom, nice big shower. So it's definitely a good value even if you're staying in one of these rooms. This is the room that the girls that I was hanging out with were staying in. So they have a nice big room, little desk, view out here to the basic like the street that we live on, which is really nice. And then you have closets in here. This is the room that Mike's staying in. And then you come over to here and you have a full kitchen. They do actually give you some eggs and a couple other little things just in case you need stuff. Nice freezer with ice and washing machine, coffee, blender, French press coffee, pretty much everything you can need. And there you have all the glassware and stove and stovetop and oven. And here I have my nice closet. So I have a pretty good closet with a lot of room to put stuff. And then in here is my bathroom. It's a pretty tight little small bathroom, but it is my own bathroom. So I have the shower in here, you know, everything you basically could need. And then this is my actual room. It's a pretty nice sized room. It's a little small, but definitely all what I need. It's got a full-size bed, little desk if you want to do work or do anything like that. Then you have a fan, which you don't even need because just the air coming from here is good enough, especially in the morning. It's like 65, 70 degrees here. But as you can see out here, I have a nice view of just like a bunch of trees and buildings in the background, and you can look down there, probably about, you know, 2 or 3 stories up. There's a nice stream running back there, so you get to always hear like a little bit of the water going by. So all in all, it's a really nice Airbnb. I paid about 120 bucks for the entire week. So it's a really good deal when you consider that Parque is literally a 5-minute walk down the street from here, with all types of restaurants, food, nightclubs, mini bars where you can get $1.50 beer.
3. La mano izquierda de la chica va a ir hacia atrás. ¿Listo? Otra vez. Básico. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, go. 5, 6, 7. Completo. Esto. Ya. Muy bien.
He was hiding here, the government got here, Limon came outside, they shot him, and that's when he jumped from the back of the rooftop, and that's where he got killed. Yeah, that he landed on. You see what the gray bricks are? Back in the day, that was a window. He jumped out of that window into this rooftop, and that's where he got killed. So when I said that it was impossible to ever shot him from this side, is because when he was killed, he was actually facing that way, and the wall was to that side.
Alright, so we're in the middle of our graffiti tour right here. This is in Comuna 13.
Mark, when I say run, you start to run, okay?
Okay. Can I hold on to these still?
For the moment to the takeoff, yeah, because I need in the air you push and sit back, sit inside.
Okay.
Okay, start to walk. 1, 2, 3, walk.
Start to run. Start to run. Run.
Woo! Sit back. Beautiful. There's Mike. All right, so Mike and I met a really nice couple and their kids from Bogota, and we're going over to Parque Arvi today, but the metro cable from Parque Arvi to Santo Domingo was closed, so we had to take a taxi that's not an official taxi, but a taxi to Santo Domingo. But when we got to this part in Santo Domingo, the hill was way too steep for his little car to make it. So he had to have us all get out of the car to walk up this hill. And now he's gonna meet us at the top of the hill and take us the rest of the way to the other metro cable station. And then we'll be able to take the metro cable to Parque Arvi. So just when I thought my walking up long was over, it's not over. But we're almost here now, and this is in Santo Domingo. All right, here we are getting on. All right.
Thank you.
And there's air conditioning.
Air conditioning is good after walking up that.
Ciao.
Probably you will be in
Here we are on the
trouble.
cable car.
I don't know.
So he
hopefully
says
not.
take a bus.
Probably he said it's better if you take a bus. But the point is that we cannot use the feeder, which is the alimentador.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a shame that that first cable
Yeah,
car,
of course.
that would be
Of
so
course.
simple.
Yeah, of course.
And everybody said it's really good, but this is good actually. So have you been up on the graffiti? You know.
Yeah, sure.
That's quite interesting, isn't it?
In the 13th community.
But I think we were flying somewhere over there. Somewhere over there. That's where we're. That's the paragliding area over there, someplace on the top of that hill. But honestly, it's fantastic. You got to do it.
I wanna go.
You just step off.